A girl in a wheelchair was shoved to the ground while students watched in silence, except one boy. He didn't yell. He didn't fight. But what he said shook the entire school. What followed wasn't just about justice. It was about who this school really protects and who it's ready to punish for doing the right thing. Eastmont Middle was just another public school until a hallway incident exposed its silent truth. Jasmine Ellis, a quiet 8th grader in a motorized wheelchair, was making her way to science class when Tyler, a smug kid in a hoodie, slammed into her shoulder on purpose. The impact knocked her to the ground. Her papers scattered. Her wheelchair spun sideways. Everyone froze. Some laughed. Some filmed. But one person moved. Micah Deshawn, a soft-spoken 7th grader who most people overlooked. He stepped forward, calm and unshaken, and called Tyler out. No yelling, just truth. You looked at her before you did it, Micah said. That one sentence changed everything. Tyler, humiliated, shoved Micah, but Micah stood firm. You already showed everyone who you are, he said. No fists, no rage, just quiet courage. Soon, the crowd shifted. Phones recorded. Teachers arrived late. Jasmine whispered, "Thank you." But by then, the school had already begun its damage control. Micah was called to the office. So was Jasmine. But Tyler? Back in class. When Micah's mother arrived, she refused to let them frame her son as the problem. And Jasmine's mother? She stood just as tall. Still, the school considered suspending Micah for standing up. By the next day, students organized a walkout. Dozens stood outside with signs. Justice for Micah. Stand with Jasmine. And while the administration scrambled to silence the movement, it was too late. Jasmine returned to school and spoke out loud. If this is what Eastmont calls fair, I don't feel safe here. Eventually, the school backed down. Tyler was quietly removed. Micah returned without an apology, but not alone. In history class, students sat in a circle. One kid said, "I saw it happen, and I froze." Micah replied, "It's okay. I get it." Jasmine added, "I thought silence would keep me safe, but it didn't." And with that, the silence finally broke. If you believe silence isn't strength and doing the right thing should never be punished, like, share, and drop this comment. Courage isn't quiet anymore. Subscribe for more stories that give voice to the unheard.